Hey, sports card fans, welcome back to Card Yard. Got a little fat boy rip here. I've got 30 fat packs. Don't worry, it's going to go kind of fast. I'm not going to show the base cards in this rip, but I wanted to look at these. I think they're probably terrible. Um, the way I look at this is you can actually buy a hanger for a little bit less than the price of 2 fat packs. But so I kind of think hangers are a better way to go, pound for pound, dollar for dollar, just because I don't think you're going to get like any kind of big hits out of this. Relics, whatever. I mean, I'll be surprised if we don't pull like something, but let's get into it. And like I said, I'm not going to show the base cards, so it's going to go pretty fast. We're just going to kind of go through it super fast, and I'll do a little recap at the end. The first 6 of them I have here are from Target. And the last 24 I got at GameStop. So we're not talking about a sealed case or anything like that. So, well, we're starting off with something backwards here. The other thing I was like thinking about, if you remember this last year from the 2024 update Fatties, if you remember this, they sort of like loaded up. We got Mookie Betts Black Gold favorite insert, and we got this AJ Blue Bow. It's a hollow foil. I think it's just a plain hollow foil. Remember this? They loaded up the legendary HFA cards in the fat packs last year. I think I ended up pulling 4 of the 5 legendary HFAs. There's only 5 in the checklist. And they all came out of fat packs, I think, just because the way they did it. I think it was a mistake. Keyshaw again. And there's the Jackson Churio 1990. So, base. Try to like power through this pretty fast. I do have a rip of hangers I'll do after this. And then I've got the Fanatics boxes in the background there. I've got 8 of those. I have not opened any of them yet. So this is our 3rd pack. I would call a bust pack for this when you get 2 stars of MLB and 1 insert. That's like what a bust pack is in this format. And we've gotten 2 of those already. There's a lot of them. I've seen other rips of these things, and they're not great. I mean, you might as well, it's Robert Hassel, you might as well rip the hangers and get the 2 Diamantes. I mean, you probably get lucky and pull a nice Diamante. It's actually what I think is missing from these. I think they're going to have to put, they need to put some kind of like exclusive parallel in these in order for these to be worth it. I beg your pardon, I do have a cold. There's a Christian Camo Black Gold. It's pretty nice. It's a little OC. And here's the 6th one from Target. Something silver in here. It's probably an All-Star Game card. I guess I should look at the back of this last card here. I guess it was a star of MLB. But we did pull the Matt Shaw on the Night Terrors. It's decent base. So far we have 1 unnumbered parallel out of 6 fat packs. Not too good. I bought most of these at GameStop because I have a pro membership there, so you'd get, what, 5% off? There's Trout. I think I've pulled this Trout card any number of times. That's our 3rd one of those already, though. Maybe those black golds come out of here. I don't know. I wanted to make this rip even though I have a cold because I'm looking for some base cards to complete some sets. I put together 11 sets today, and I'm missing a few cards to complete them, base cards. So just one disappointing pack after another so far. Nothing yet. Trout base. These have been absolutely terrible so far. As I would have predicted, but they've been even worse than I would have thought. I would think we'd get a few more like unnumbered parallels out of here. Here's our first pack that actually has 2 inserts in it. Ernie Banks and Jeremy Pena All-Star Game base. 4 more of them. Together 11 sets. That was a lot of work. We actually have a numbered gold card. It's a Royal. I think there's something else backwards here, maybe. Behind it or in front of it. Cody Clemens on the rainbow foil. Honestly, I think that might be a teal or an aqua or whatever. I think it is. It's really hard for me to see that in this light. Dairon Blanco's the gold out of 2025. 1192. So maybe that's our first numbered card. I'll stick it up there. It's not the guy you're looking for, but this was like a awesome pack. Mookie and Glaber on the All-Star Game. Really should just move these stars of MLB over here. Base. All right. Base. This one's got 2 inserts at least, so maybe we're picking up a little there. Pozo on the rainbow foil. Nope, it just had a rainbow foil. Nope, I accidentally stuck it in the Stars of MLB. It was actually a good card too. It's Dylan Cruz, 1990. After these 2, there's 16 more. Some stuff in this pack, at least. Tucker. There's a Bleacher Reacher, a.k.a. the Reach Around, Kirby. Shout out to Vegas Sean. Javi on the All-Star Game. There's Birdsong on the hollow foil. And look at that. We have another numbered card. It's a pretty sweet card. It's the vintage stock of Kevin Pillar. There it is. 45 out of 99. That's pretty decent. Try to run through this, so I'll leave that stuff up afterwards. The thing about it is, you know, what we got Kevin Pillar. I also got some damaged base cards. That's another detriment to ripping these, is you run the chance of some of your cards being damaged just because they're not very protected. James Wood, Yamamoto. There's Zach Veen. And a Yelich pink. It's a pretty nice card. Let's leave that one up. Decent, if you're a Brewers fan. It's pretty easy to find cards that are damaged. You can see it. You can see it if you stack them all up and then you start looking at the corners. That one there kind of bit the dust. Max Lazar. It's trash bagged. I have no reason to keep base cards like that. I don't want it to accidentally end up in somebody's complete set. Because then I'm just dealing with complaints, you know, and it tarnishes my seller rating, which I don't, it's just not worth dealing with a base card. Here's one of the cards I'm really having trouble pulling, this Mayo card. There's another Bleacher Reacher, Ken Griffey, and Freddie on the All-Star game, and base. Beg your pardon. There's about 14 more packs after this one, I think. And here's another pack that just has one insert card, but it is a good one. And this is actually the first time I've pulled this Nick Kurtz 1990 rookie card. Took quite a while to pull that card for me. Apparently I'm not holding my nose right. The Dirt Dynamos. Bunch of base. There's Cam Smith. There's a Chris Bryant. The other one we got was like upside down. Oh, I guess maybe that was Yelich. Was upside down. That one was not upside down. And there's the Kevin Pillar base card that we pulled the vintage stock of. So we're on, see, we're doing 30. There's 12 more. So this is number 18, and we're sitting on 2 numbered cards. That's pretty terrible. McAble, 1990 base. All right, there's 12 more. To me, this is the worst format. I'd rather rip a retail box than this. Got a parallel here, rainbow foil of Matt Thaiss. And we got the James Wood 1990 and base. The only thing I'll say is that when you're ripping these, it's about 19 cents per card. That's the selling point, is the price per card is the lowest. There's a Yamamoto. It's a green parallel on the All-Star game. And there's a Soto on the Mystical. I don't know if I have that. I might. There's a numbered Yamamoto, though. Let's leave that up. I gotta have it closer to my eyes. He's certainly the real deal. 92 out of 99 on the green All-Star game parallel. So that's 3 numbered cards. There was a Kurtz rookie debut in there, in that bottom part. I'm sure we've missed a couple, I would think. There's some base cards there I came up short on. So I'm thinking they didn't load these up with legendary HFAs. There's Mike Trout on the Mystical. These Mysticals are pretty nice, I'll say that. I like them. We got this one, and then we got 8 more. Pretty sure you're not going to see these again on my channel. I don't see the value in there. There's Cam Smith, though. 2 of these. Blake Snell on the 1990, and we got an Aaron Judge on the All-Star games. I think I only had 1 of that, actually. There's these 4 and 4 more. It's a little longer rip than I was hoping it would be. There's another Kurtz debut. There's Mayo again, Ben Rice. Those guys I need. I think I might need this Shugart and Connor Joe too, and this guy. It's just a whole run of cards there. I just came up woefully short on. PCA. I put a complete set of Stars of MLB in with my sets that I sell. That's how I roll those out. I think I actually have had success selling sets of Stars of MLB. It's like the guys that only rip hobby, they don't have any of them. And they're willing to pay a little bit for them. There's a Harmon Killebrew. You look back at his stats, he ended up hitting 500 home runs, but it really took him a long time to get going. There was a card in last year's Heritage High number. He was one of those little 5-card sets, along with Marischal and Bob Gibson. And one of those cards really talked about that. I really didn't know that. You would think he'd come out of the gate when you hit that many home runs, come out thumping, but it didn't happen that way for him. He's probably the greatest player ever from the state of Idaho. It's Buxton on the 1990 and Stephen Kwan All-Star game. There's really nothing to write home about here. We've got 3 numbered cards plus a pink Yelich, and we do not have a hit out of 30 of these bad boys. Well, we haven't ripped 30, but we have ripped now 26. Crochet, Max Fried. I think the only way to save these is for Topps to come up with an exclusive parallel that would be in them, like a Diamante, something you could only get in these. Without that, this is a hard no. Save your money and buy hangers. You want to rip this. I think that Heritage High number comes out, so as soon as I start bad-mouthing it, it starts throwing hits out, and that's a good one, actually. All right, pink Yoho for my Brew Crew. The pink hollow foil. I've heard mixed reports on how many of these there are. Beckett website says 800. I think it might be more 1,200. And a Marcelo Meyer rookie debut gold. That's a pretty good card. It's definitely the best card we pulled so far. And then we also got a mystical of Kobe Mayo. Decent. And a bunch of ace cards. There's 2 left. Base, Cade Horton. There's the Cam Smith 1990. Like that card. And a bunch of base. We'll do a little recap here. After we finish this last pack. Another black gold. And it's the Nick Kurtz. So that's another card that I had not pulled until now. So I will take two Kurtz inserts and base. Let me count out this stuff right here. All-Star. So I'll do inserts and parallels. Count them out. There were a decent number of inserts in here. Problem is that you get the inserts like everywhere. So if all you're going to get is that, doesn't really add up. Cody Clemens. I think that one's teal, actually. Does look a little different. It's like the lighting in here. It's night right now. It's Sunday night. When I'm making this video, is there like numbered or parallels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13, 17, 19, 23, 4, 5, 6, 30, 32. They're kind of sticking together. 34, 36, 37 non-numbered inserts out of 30 packs. We did pull a gold Blanco, 1192 out of 2025. Kevin Pillar on the vintage stock. It's a pretty nice card, actually. It's always nice to pull those. And then talk parallels. There were these two hollow foils. We pulled 7 parallels plus these two. This one's not numbered, but the Yamamoto is out of 99. And then the second gold card. So 4 numbered cards out of 30 fat packs. You can figure I was getting these at GameStop mostly. I spent $6.64 a pack for those plus tax. I would say save your money and buy hangers. I hope you guys learned something from it. Enjoyed the rip. Be watching you guys on the on your channels. Have a great night, and I'll see you in the next rip. Bye now.